find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The Bears 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Chicago.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Running right through him. And some strong running. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bears nothing.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running left, Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Open man right side is Ingram.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. On play action, Fields lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. On third down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On first down, it's Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 29, Fields. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a throw here, hold in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Montgomery.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back at 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go play action now. Jackson, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eric Armstead just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brings up third down.
They go play action with Jackson. This is caught by Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, Mike Evans, he's been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Hooked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And they're on 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now Montgomery running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Coleman has it here right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
3rd and 2, Fields.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Russell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To Evans on the slant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down now. It's Russell. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side. Russell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now it's Bolden. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Logan Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First down, Bears.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Justin Fields sacked.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Room past the 20. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 92 yards.
And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 28. Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Jackson. Into the hands of Ingram.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of
Now Jackson.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing, Jackson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bryan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jackson to throw.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it. This is Boulder. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.